Good morning, class. My name is Jacob, and this is my presentation over our summaries slash values summary or our values summary paper. Excuse me. Part one, we talked about, or I talked about, my worldview, my values, and really, it just comes down to it's very simple, and I think it's very similar to a lot of people out there. I'm a theist. I believe in God. I believe that He created the earth. I believe that He created us in His image and gave us a purpose to live for. Um, and I can actually tie that into my last part with the future. But I do believe that everybody was put here for a reason. And I do want to say that the Bible, Scripture, has shaped a lot of my values, has shaped a lot of my morals. And when it comes to making decisions, when you have a moral decision to make, I rely heavily on Scripture. Um, the next part is life experiences, family, and friends. That I would like to say your family and friends, your experiences, but the people you spend time with shape your views, shape your thoughts, shape um, your beliefs and your values. Unfortunately, you hang around the wrong people, you develop the wrong values, your moral compass is not as strong. You tend to float away from what you truly believe. I know I've been there, done that. I grew up in a Christian household and went to church. And as you get older and move out, you have to own your faith. And when that came down to it, I drifted away for a little while, hung out with the wrong people, and I was no crazy child, but I know that I wasn't. My moral compass was not guiding me in the way that it used to. But I would say the experiences and the family and friends I grew up with definitely have molded my values and how I do see the world. Some of it positive, some of it negative. In part three, we talk about life experiences and work and organizations. That one for me was one I didn't have the easiest time expanding on. I haven't changed a culture within a workplace. I've worked for very large companies, and unfortunately, in those companies, you're just another you're just an employee. You're expendable, you're replaceable. But they did those companies, the culture of those companies did have an impact on me. At least I was able to see them and understand that not every company does value or hold true to their values. Sorry, unfortunately, that tends to be the truth, especially for some large corporations. I know that they tend to have these core values they like to um, preach, especially when you're getting hired. But at the end of the day, if you're not making them money, they could care less. And that was sadly my experience with two of the companies I've worked with. The one I work with right now, though, values not only they obviously value quality work, but they also value work-life balance. And if I need time off, or I need to step away, or if I need to take a half day, they highly encourage doing so. Um, for life experiences with the SNU Professional Studies program, that there's been a couple of classes that have actually they ask you questions that cause you to look a little bit deeper into why you believe what you believe and how you got there. This being one of the classes, but they've helped me understand why I have the values that I have. They've helped me understand the truth behind them. And everyone's going to have different values. Everyone's going to have different worldviews. But this class, for me personally, has forced me to look a little bit deeper into understanding why I believe what I believe. I've never thought about that before. It's one of those things that's just always been. And now I've been forced to understand it and to be able to grasp it better. Um, for instance, that life learning paper over Christian faith and life, that caused me to really look deep into my faith and how it's been molded throughout the years. And the last part with the future to come, like I said in part one, to kind of wrap back up to that, I do believe that everybody was put here on earth with a purpose. And whether that purpose is short term or long term, I look forward to kind of achieving that. And I believe it's a long term thing. And there's many short term things, goals to hit along the way. But for me, I have a lot of short term goals. I think short term is the best way to do it. You reach them, then you get closer and closer to that long term goal. But there's a ton of them along the way, and at least now I can understand whenever I get to an intersection, um, I can understand more of the decisions I make and why I make those decisions. When it comes to short term, long term goal, I can understand why I have those goals and how they came, how they've been shaped. Hope you've enjoyed the presentation. Thank you very much. Bye.